and every story can change the world. Together we are Global Speakers Talk.
Hello there, Ed Finch from Finch Model. I want to ask you a quick question before we begin. Have you noticed that things are harder now and that you're struggling with your business and struggling with your marketing? And that the things that you're used to doing, all the systems and processes you're used to using, they're just not quite working as they used to? Well, there's a very good reason for that. We've all been trained in systems, processes, business methodologies, all these techniques that we've been using, we've been trained for donkey's years. There's nothing wrong with them as such. The problem is that they are not designed for the climate that we're in now. I'm going to unpack that for you. I'm going to explain why that is and why we find ourselves in a completely different era. This is about mindset. So this is, it's also about business, it's about business practices. What's happened is that we're now in an AI age. You probably noticed that. And you probably noticed how everybody's rushing to adopt AI systems, bots, AI avatars. They're all looking to streamline, and everything is about speed. Everything is about how fast you can process clients, leads, how easily you can step back and the system takes care of everything for you. And if you look online and you do a search to see what people are, entrepreneurs are looking for, most of all, it's automation. And it's systems and software that automates things for them and makes life easier. And there's nothing wrong with that, provided that you use it right. But they're trying to mix that with the business processes and systems that we've all grown up with. At my age, and you can tell by the grey hair, that's been a long time. I've been in business. And I, like you, grew up with systems and processes designed to teach us how to run a business. And if you look at the successful people now, they're all shouting loud about what you should use and what you should need. The problem is a lot of those are also struggling to work out what's missing. This is the first thing that's missing: permission to pause. You don't get permission to pause. And when you don't pause, you don't stop to think. Is what I'm trying to do aligned with the climate I'm in now? Is what I'm trying to do aligned with what the customers and clients that you're intending to reach are looking for right now? So just to pick one, and I'm not having a go at people here, but as a customer or a client yourself, because you buy things, everybody buys something online. Would you rather buy from a real person, or would you rather buy from an avatar and an automated system? Which is the experience that you prefer? And I bet the majority of you are going to say you'd rather a real human than somebody you can relate to and talk to and get straight answers and feel that human contact and human touch. That's missing because of the rush to automate your systems and to think in the ways that you were trained to think before, and all the business processes you were trained to think in before. So one of the things that we work on in Finch Model, the main strapline that we have is order out of confusion. What we do is we look to see what is happening in the world and what is not happening. It's not about who shouts the loudest. It's not about who tries to reach and grab your attention. It's not about saying you must do things this way or you must do them that way. It's about giving people choices. You all need a choice. You need your path illuminating, not to be told what path to follow. Now that takes skill to show you that there are other paths. And that's the intent of the talk today, is to open your mind to think, are you allowed to pause, first of all? Do you have permission to pause? Well, there's only one person that gives you permission. That's you. Give yourself permission to pause, stop and think. Is what you're trying to do aligned with the business that you intended to set up in the first place and the people that you are looking to serve? Now, that's something I usually like to use an analogy for. I like to use this analogy fairly often. It's looking through the wrong end of the telescope. People look through the wrong end of the telescope because they're looking at it from their business. And we did another analogy on this. As a successful entrepreneur, or even one starting out, what you see is you've built your business, you built your offers, you've built everything that you want to present to people, and it looks clear. All the waters are clear in front of you, crystal clear, you can see everything. But your customers, your clients, the people looking at your offer are not seeing that. They're actually seeing muddy water. They're seeing something that you're not seeing. And that's why I use the telescope analogy. They're looking at it from a different perspective. They're looking at it from the other end of the telescope. Your job, if you take this approach, change your mindset, your job is to put yourself in their position. Is to think about what they're looking for. Is all this mad rush to speed things up, this mad rush to try new things, is it in the best interest of the people that you're out there to serve? That's the crucial question. Slow down, pause, stop and think about it from their point of view. That's going to be a big help for you. This is something else that we talk about as well. Clarity is another part of trust. We're living in an age where trust is at an all-time low. How do you build trust? And I'm not having to go at automated systems because I use them, we use them in our business, and we use AI. I'll say it up front. I'm not against them. It's how you use them, and use them with care, and use them with knowledge about how they operate. To build trust, again, you need to understand who your customers and your clients are. You need to understand their needs. And please, a plea from us, please don't aim to manipulate people. Don't go down that rabbit hole if you possibly can, unless it suits you. Because that is big part of the reason why trust is at an all-time low. Customers and clients, the online world has changed because people don't trust the way they used to trust. And the avatars and the bots and all of the AI systems and the false fake videos are eroding trust even further. They're not totally to blame. There are other reasons why trusts are eroded, but people are waking up to the fact that they want to deal with real people who understand them and understand their pain points. Now, if you start to stop and think and allow yourself that moment to pause, instead of thinking as an entrepreneur, instead of thinking, I've got this lovely offer that I want to put out to people, they should buy it. Let me persuade them to buy it. Let me work out what their pain points are, remind them of the pain, remind them of the pleasure they can have if they solve this problem. Turn it around. Just think about one simple thing. And this is one of my favorite quotes, or pieces of advice. I used this many years ago. When you are selling or providing a service, whether it's a product or a service, only need to think about one simple thing to change your whole mindset about the way that you approach it. These are real people spending real money. Okay? They're going to be spending real money to buy your product or your services. They expect certain things. How do you work out what those are? Very simple. Imagine you're in their position and you were the one that was paying that out of your own pocket. What would make you happy? What would make you unhappy? You buy things all the time. Every day people are buying something. If you imagine that you're the one paying for that and what would make you happy, and then stop and pause and look at every aspect of your business, every aspect of the experience, and look to see where there are gaps, what we like to term trust leaks. Where are you leaking trust with people? Part of that is by rushing. Part of that is trying to force through sales too quickly. And if you look at some of the posts we've been putting out recently on social media, our clarity scrolls, there's a mention for that. We talk about that through satire, and we allow people to see the humorous side of it. We posted one last week, which is about funnels, and it's quite a sad statistic. Do you know when people say that marketing, it relies on numbers? It's a numbers game. You don't hear everybody saying that. It's a numbers game. Do you know why it's a numbers game? We put this in the post. This is just simplifying it. 100 leads come in, 100 contacts you've found to send your offer to. How many of those end up actually buying from you? 1%. That is the industry average. It's actually between 1 and 3. Don't think about the percentage of people who end up buying. Think about that percentage of wastage. 93 to 99% wastage. That's way too much. Way too much. All those disappointed people, all that time and effort and work you put in to getting people interested in what you do, and you've lost their trust along the way. Why? Why have you lost their trust? The only way to find out is to stop, pause, and take the time to look where those trust leaks are. Look to see the systems that you're using, the processes, the business models you're using that have served you so well until now. Are they fit for the age that we're currently in? Are they fit for purpose now in this era? If not, then you need to think again from the customer's perspective. This is what we are messaging people about. This is what we're telling people about. This is what we're discussing, and we're doing it gently through humor, through satire, and through storytelling. I'm Ed Finch. I run Finch Model LLC. I'm the author of the Clarity Scrolls. The Clarity Scrolls are not about telling you what to do. The Clarity Scrolls are not about following the characters that we've created. The Clarity Scrolls are not about telling you which path to follow. They're about illuminating paths, showing you doorways, showing you possibilities. Each time you read and go back, you see something new. A new path illuminates for you. It's about your choices. It's about having the right to choose. And we respect your right to choose. And we trust you to make the right choice. It's not about us telling you what to do. You know what to do. And you know when you made the right decision. Hopefully something in this talk has resonated with you. Hopefully something there you picked out. We're all about giving value. We're all about changing people's mindsets and showing them what is possible in today's era, which is exactly what you need. Thank you very much. And I hope you've enjoyed the talk today.
Together we are global speakers talk.